Namaste, dosto! आपकी ब्राज़ीलियन फ्रेंड here. मेरा नाम राधिका है और आपका स्वागत है to our channel. Today I'm here to do another reaction video. 10 surprising facts about Hinduism. I am excited for react to this video. Let's see what is so surprising about Hinduism. I want to know if it has something that I know or something that I still don't know. So let's see.
Hinduism is considered by many as the oldest active religion in the world. It's a very unique religion with many aspects that are not so easily understood. After we did our episode on Islam, so many of you requested facts on Hinduism. One of our viewers in particular, Aninda Naranya Singh 07, he's watching all the way from India and requested for us to do this video on Hinduism. Thanks for joining us here on another episode of FTD Facts. My name is Leroy Kenton. Now, our goal with these videos on religion is to give you an insight on the various aspects and elements of a religion and not to challenge personal beliefs about Hinduism or any other religion that we cover. As always, I ask you to respect everybody's beliefs, even though you may disagree with them, because we all have a reason for believing what we believe, right? The word Hindu is derived from the Sanskrit word Sindhu, meaning river. It was the Arabic invaders that used the name Hindu for people that were on the other side of the river, Indus. Now here's a surprising one. Did you know that Hinduism is not the real name for the religion? This name was made up by Greeks and Arabs to those living by the Sindhu River. The real name of Hinduism is Sanatana Dharma, or the Vedic Dharma. Sanatana Dharma means the
This is true because, for example, here in my country, if I say I am Sanatani, people will not know what is this. But if I say Hinduism, people will know. They will say something like, "Oh, the Hare Krishna." So most people really don't know, at least here in my country, or I think in the West, don't know the real name of Sanatana Dharma. They really just know Hinduism or Hare Krishna.
way, and that's pretty much the easiest way that I can translate it into English, because there's no single English word translation for Dharma. Hinduism also has no founder, according to scholars. They state that Hinduism has various cultural and traditional roots, and it has evolved over time through different texts and scriptures. And speaking of religious texts, yes, Hinduism is made up of several scriptures,
A
sacrificial
lot.
formulas, as well as songs. This group of texts are known as Vedas. Vedas are also called Sruti, unlike other religious texts which are called Smrti, meaning what is remembered. Now, before I continue with this video, guys, that leads us to our question of this episode, and I want to know, what religious books have you read? Whether it's the Bible, the Kojiki, the Quran, or anything else, let me know down there.
Actually, I read the Quran, I read the Bible as I grew up Christian. I tried to read the Gilgamesh epopeia, but I didn't finish. And some epics of the Greek mythology. But definitely, Samanadharma is the philosophy, the religion that has so many books. Like it's more than any other spiritual path that I know. It's a lot. I keep you wonder like when I'm going to be able to finish everything, because it's not just about read. You need to reflect and meditate because there's so many deep concepts, and a good translation for my language is not that easy. So it's something that you'll be studying for the rest of your life.
Hinduism, the Rig Veda is the first sacred text of Hindus. It was written more than 3,800 years ago, and the text of it was written for over 3,500 years. The text had been passed down orally from generation to generation, and many of its verses continue to be used today in many Hindu celebrations, making it probably the world's oldest religious text currently still in use. Hindus consider the
Yes.
number 108 to be very sacred. Although there are some variations on the number's significance, this is in relation to the sun's distance from the earth and the sun's diameter, or the moon's distance from the earth and the moon's diameter. It gets pretty tricky and complex, but we also see significance of the number 108 because most of the prayer beads in Hinduism contain 108 beads. Many of the deities in the Hindu religion, like Lord Shiva for example, have a specific day that they're worshipped on. Like Lord Shiva is worshipped on Monday.
This thing about the 108, I think I saw a lot. It was one of the things that made more curious about Sanatana Dharma in the beginning, because I was seeing just 108 or 333. So how Sanatana Dharma also give importance to the numbers and their meaning. It's something that made me really interested, because has some effect in the mind, because this recommendation about meditate 108 times or 33, we see a lot this number, and so curious this, because it's something mystical, but when you go to search and understand the meaning, it's something really powerful. Nothing's just because.
For Hindus themselves don't have a specific day to actually go to their temple and worship. The temple can simply be visited anytime they feel. Now, this word here, Juggernaut, the official definition for it is a huge, powerful, and overwhelming force or institution. Also, if you are a fan of X-Men like myself, it also refers to this guy right here. But anyways, the English word Juggernaut is taken from the Juggernaut chariot. This was a huge chariot of the Juggernaut temple, which reportedly crushed hundreds of people under its wheels during a Rath Yatra, which is simply a chariot festival. Now, most of us have heard this sound.
Oh, it's very popular. Doesn't matter if
I
you
think
are
I did
Hindu
it
or
right.
not.
Well, that word spelled A-U-M or simply O-M, it's considered to be a very holy sound. The beginning sound, ah, that represents the creation aspect of the universe and everything within it. The oo sound signifies the maintaining energy in the universe, as well as the subtle impressions of the mind. And the sound, that characterizes the transformative energy of the universe and the thoughts and beliefs of your beingness. Another pretty interesting thing about Hinduism is that atheists and believers in a god can actually exist together.
Another thing that I think really interesting is, before that I accept Sanana Dharma, I heard something that made me really wow. That it was scientists, I think from NASA. They saw the probably the first sound of the universe. It was really the Om. So for me, this is made more wow. Like the Hindus were right. So I think it's very curious.
This is because Hinduism gives complete freedom of practice, and they advocate that there are many ways to reach God.
And this is another thing that I also think very surprising when I start to know more about Hinduism. Atheists and theists, like it's everything. Okay, you can be both these. When I first time hear this, I become really surprised, because my idea of Hinduism before learn about it, it was that it's just one more religion that you need to believe in God, and but it's definitely not like this. You really have the freedom to choose your path, because it's not one religion. Are different traditions and cultures that explore the spiritual world in the way they feel comfortable with. So this is fantastic for me.
Though the path may be different, perhaps one of the most well-known Hindu sayings is this: the truth is one, sages call it by different names. In the
This
end, this is
is
what Hinduism
this is
aims to
it.
teach you. Loka samatha sukhino bhavantu. Om shanti shanti shanti. And that translates to, may all the beings in all the worlds be happy. Let there be
This is
peace,
beautiful.
peace, and peace
If
everywhere.
everybody could
And
be
in the end,
happy,
guys, we're all looking for truth, and nobody likes to be lied to, right? Well, at least I hope not. So rather than fighting amongst ourselves and fighting one another, let's just continue to share what we already know and be open to listen to people, like genuinely listening to them. You never know what you might learn. Thanks for tuning into this episode of FTD Facts. Be sure to leave your thoughts and comments down below.
this is something really interesting. Sanana Dharma do not private you to learn with the others. Like you can really share and take some knowledge from other paths too. It's not something strict because what matters is not where the knowledge came from, like other religions. What is important is the knowledge that will make you grow and achieve moksha. Know the truth. This is what important. The knowledge, not who give you.
Let us know what other video topics you'd like us to cover. Until next time, guys, stay awesome. My name is Leroy Kenton, and I hope you enjoyed this episode on Hinduism. It's a religion that strives to help you achieve peace, and if not, at least as close to peace as possible.
Yes, basically this is Dharma. It's a spiritual way, it's a culture to help you to live in peace in the best way as you can. They don't promise you perfection. You don't need to be perfect, but you are free to try the way that you feel comfortable. This is something that I lacked in other religions. That's why I decided to keep in the Dharma. But basically, it's this. I love to watch these videos. Some of those things I already knew, but it's good to see other perspective. So thank you for watching this video. If you enjoy it, like, share, subscribe, and if you have suggestions for next react, just comment. See you in the next video from Lingy.